Sat down with you and Zob multiple times, right? Went through the framework you provide, and in 8 weeks I went to 6K. Yeah, my name's Matt. I've scaled from 1K, and now we're doing 19K every single month consistently.
22, doing £19,000 a month.
So I was doing like sales job in IT, just the generic 9 till 5. I was earning £1,300 every single month, and then I'd done it in a day. So I was proper bottom of the barrel.
What one bit of advice would you give to someone who's watching this video right now?
You just got to take the action. Just take that step, take the leap of faith. What's the worst case that's going to happen? Do you get what I mean? You're either going to be in the exact same situation, or you take the leap of faith, and then who knows, you might be like me and the other boys in CCM doing really well.
Some of you guys might already recognize who I'm speaking to today. This is Matt. Matt, take it away. Introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, my name's Matt. I've been in CCM for now, I think 12 months, 13 months. Scaled from 1K, and now we're doing 19K every single month consistently. It's been quite the journey, but Dan has helped me every single step of the way.
And for the purpose of the viewers, how old are you, bro?
I'm 22.
22, doing £19,000 a month. So before we even get into that, what were you doing before Client Capital?
So I was doing like a sales job in IT, just the generic 9 till 5, smashing out cold calls every single day. I said it in the group the other day. I was earning £1,300 every single month, and then I'd done it in a day. It's just, I was proper bottom of the barrel.
That's crazy, man. So let's go to now then. So you're doing £19,000 a month. How has that affected your life?
I mean, I go on loads of holidays now. I've got the freedom to do anything I want. If I want to have a day off of work, I can. There's no one like restricting me. I've also just do nice things for my family as well, which is, and obviously I can buy anything I want. I've got a Rolex, I've got a Merc, I've got everything you can want at 22. So.
Which is crazy. 22 years old, Rolex on your wrist, nice Merc. You're moving out to potential Sky apartment in Manchester. Talk to us about that, man.
So me and Seb, another guy in the group, which is absolute killing it, right? I think he's 19 and
18.
18, yeah, absolute killer, right? And we're moving to, I think, a 40th floor apartment in Manchester. It's going to be insane, and we're just going to run it up from there and hopefully make some more money.
That's amazing, bro. So one thing that me and you are very similar about is we're quite materialistic, right? Like we're driven by our money, we're driven by our nice clothes, our nice shoes, the watches, that type of thing, man. So how has that been able to like kind of impact your life, being able to buy, for example, that Rolex that's on your wrist there, or, you know, wearing that Moncler top? Some people watching this video will be like, nah, I don't want any of that. And that's fine, right? Yeah, but for people like me and you, how has that been?
Bro, you know what it is? I think it's a bit of a surreal feeling. Like when you first do it, it's just like wow, how I actually managed to do it. I remember I was sitting in my gym and I was just dead bored, like I wasn't working or anything like that. And I thought, you know what, I might just get myself a Rolex. And just to even have that thought in my mind and be able to do it without going like financially bankrupt is just insane. And even in the Bristol meetup the other day, I was just chilling with a few boys, went shopping, brought the Moncler t-shirt. And it's just like, I could never afford it before. Yeah. Like I would have to use half my yearly salary to pay for the watch on my wrist, which is just absolutely insane. It's just, I can't really even.
It's crazy, man. Honestly, your journey's so inspiring, bro. So let's reel it back then. So when you first started with Client Capital, you were actually really fast to success, actually. So talk to us about that. Like, what was your first 8 weeks like in Client Capital?
Yeah, so, well, when I first found you guys, it was just on Instagram. I was scrolling, saw an ad, and it was like, oh, how can get your first client or something like that. I was like, oh, I'll see what this is about. Click through it, and I was doing about £1,000 a month at that point, and I was really struggling to get anything through the door. And then as soon as I joined, sat down with you and Zob multiple times, right? Went through the framework you provide, and in 8 weeks I went to 6K. And then literally a few weeks after that I went to 10. It was just absolutely madness. It's just exploded. And it is just because of all the systems inside Client Capital. Like there's literally a step-by-step walkthrough, and if you can't complete it, then you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I think that's one thing to mention, right? Like Client Capital has so many different pillars to it, and even the systems and the infrastructure, it allows people like you to come on, like who's, you know, doing 1K a month, go all the way up to 6K in 2 months, which is great, by the way. Like it's absolutely amazing work. So in regards to your goals then, bro, like what is your main goal now?
Right, so me and Seb were actually speaking about this because we want it in our apartment, and next year we want to do 100K a month. Very far away at the moment, but I feel like I know all the systems, I know what to do because I've been taught by you guys now. It's just actually implementing it and putting the work in to get there. So I want to hit 100K a month next year. And then I want to actually buy a property because obviously the one I'm going to Seb, we're going to rent it just for the time being, but I want a place of my own that I can either rent out or live in.
Definitely. And I just kind of want to read it back as well, back to Client Capital just for a second. And by the way, I genuinely think you're going to do the 100K a month next year. Like I said that with chest, regardless of the cameras around me, right? Like you will do it, bro. You're putting in so much work. We don't want to take the glory away from you. Like you are an incredible student inside Client Capital. So what would you say is like your favorite thing about Client Capital?
I think it's, a lot of the boys have probably mentioned this, but it's the community.
Yeah.
We were in Marbella the other day in some like mega mansion, just chilling out and talking agency. And when you're in your hometown, I know a lot of people watching this, they might be from a smaller place and their boys might not be doing the same thing or have the same ambitions. But just having that community, going in the chat and saying, look, I'm struggling with X, Y, and Z. Can someone help me? And then all of a sudden you get like 10, 20 people message you with the answer. And one, it speeds things up a lot. Yeah. And it's two, it's just great to have that kind of community feeling and getting things done.
I mean, you've got to the point now where you've got so many clients, you're literally passing them to new members as well, which is inspiring.
I think it even pays for itself at this point because there's so many boys in there with so many clients and they all need help. And if you are reaching out and you're using the network correctly, there's so many ways to make money and it's just there's loads of opportunity really.
Definitely, man. And you mentioned Marbella there, right? And obviously we're quite materialistic people. We stayed in an absolute mansion, right? And even for me, like from a mindset perspective, that made me come away going, Dan, you're so broke compared to this level. Like, how did that affect you?
Yeah, I think it had the exact same kind of thing to me because you don't realize how much money's there out there. Like when I was doing a corporate 9 to 5 and people are probably going to make, well, they might say to me, oh, it's not true. Or they might think I'm a knob for saying this, but 10K a month is not a lot. And you say it to every single person in there. And when you're not doing it, you think, oh, if I was doing 10K, I'll be rich. I'll be able to buy anything. But no, after you have taxes and everything like that, deductions, it's really not that much. And just going from like Marbella in a £3-4 million mansion, it just really opens your eyes to think people actually own this.
Yeah.
And 10K a month is not going to get me that. So I need to scale a hell of a lot more. So yeah, it completely changed my mindset.
Definitely, man. And like, where would you be without Client Capital now?
I'd probably be back in a 9 to 5, to be honest. I was struggling that much. The client acquisition systems, they weren't doing anything. I was every single day waking up stressed. Where's my next client coming from? Now it's all predictable. Like I can say how much money I'm going to be doing next month, or if I actually do certain things, it's going to scale to X, Y, and Z. So I think it just helps you scale your agency. And without it, I'd be completely doomed.
For sure, man. For sure. So I guess one question that I've got is, what one bit of advice would you give to someone who's watching this video right now that is on the fence about joining Client Capital? Like, would you say do it? Would you say don't do it? Like, be honest with your journey.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I've got a Rolex on my wrist. I've got a Mercedes. Do you know what I mean? I do crazy money at the moment, and you just got to take the action. Just take that step. Take the leap of faith. What's the worst case that's going to happen? Do you get what I mean? You're either going to be in the exact same situation, or you take the leap of faith, and then who knows? You might be like me and the other boys in CCN doing really well.
100%, man. We're the best in the game for a reason, man. But look, 100%. I just want to say, like, for anyone watching this video right now, like, Matt is someone who works incredibly hard. Has got to where he has got to, like, yes, from Client Capital, but also from his hard work. Absolute legend. And I think you're going to do that 100K a month next year. And we're going to run up this interview again, man.
100%. Sounds good to me.
Thank you very much for your time, bro.
No drama.